After being reborn, on the day of the grand ceremony for selecting a partner from among the Blood and Beast clans, my sister arrived earlier and saved the flame god bird lord. She achieved her wish and became the queen of the fiery birds. Then demoted me to her personal maid, ordering and humiliating me at will. But I turned around and married the ancient shadow dragon, whose status far surpassed that of the blazing fire divine bird. On the day of the bloodline and beastkind selection ceremony for choosing a partner in the previous life, my younger sister rushed to claim the triple feather sacred eagle first. She schemed to use our silver moon spirit fox bloodline to conceive offspring with the sun god lineage. She pushed the unwanted wild boar orc onto me, pretending to be kind, while sneering that a humble, lowly fox and a vulgar wild boar were a match made in heaven. Unexpectedly, by chance, I saved the leader of the fiery bird clan. He married me into the palace and honored me as the queen of the fiery birds. All over the entire divine realm. My younger sister, wed to the sacred eagle, remained childless for years and was publicly sent back to the spirit fox tribe by her husband's clan, reduced to a universal laughingstock among beast kind. When I returned to the tribe with my young children for a family visit, she served me a bowl of deadly poisoned soup, which mercilessly killed me and my children. But fate gave me another chance to choose, allowing me to be admired by millions, and no one dared to look down upon me anymore. Females of our Silver Moon Spirit Fox tribe complete their beast form transformation at the age of 15 and awaken their charm talent at the age of 100. To prevent clansmen from indulging in carnal desires after shapeshifting and triggering tribal conflicts, tribal elders held a grand ceremony for the selection and contract marriage of the Bloodline and Beastline clans. Today was the day of the interracial alliance ceremony, yet my younger sister was nowhere to be seen. Checking the hour, the elders decided to begin without further delay.
All present are descendants of various noble families. Young men and women, you can freely choose your preferred partners for the contract and exchange gifts to seal your relationship.
The moment the words fell, the beastmen and beastwomen present sized one another up. Those who took a fancy to each other exchanged moonlit rose branches as a token of betrothal. Haunted by the bitter trauma of a cruel death and the humiliation of childbirth in my past life, I had long resolved never to marry and bear offspring casually again. I wove night illusion magic to cover my face with mottled freckles, hoping only to be left unchosen at the ceremony and live out my days in peace. Occasionally, foreign youths were drawn to my figure and silhouette, yet upon catching sight of my face, they frowned and stepped back one after another. In the end, even the clumsy wild boar orcs were chosen, leaving me utterly alone and unclaimed. As the ceremony drew to a close, the sky suddenly darkened. I lifted my gaze to the horizon, where the sky blazed crimson like burning embers, cloud waves surging, and hundreds of birds sang in unison with overwhelming momentum. My younger sister descended from the sky riding the wings of a blazing fire divine bird.
Emilia saved my life. From now on, she shall be my only legitimate contracted queen.
All elders of the Spirit Fox tribe were utterly stunned. Some elderly elders even moved to tears. Because the Flame Divine Bird is the second only to the Ancient Divine Bird in terms of status, standing aloof in status and dwelling within the floating castle of the Ancient Divine Realm. My sister shot me a provocative glance, arrogance and triumph gleaming in her eyes. In an instant, I realized she too had been reborn. In my past life, my sister had heard rumors that the Sacred Eagle bloodline held a chance of bearing sun god descendants. Deeming herself heaven's favored chosen one, she schemed to send me away in advance. Seizing the first opportunity to select the triple feather sacred eagle as her marriage partner. As for me, I chanced upon a gravely injured blazing fire divine bird that had fallen on the forest path behind the grand ceremony and was seriously injured. I immediately summoned my innate ice element magic power, erecting a magical barrier to block the flames, and expended my origin magic power to heal its wounds, barely stopping a forest-wide inferno. I intended to leave quietly, yet the blazing fire divine bird bore a lava jade pendant in its beak, insisting on gifting it to me as a token of gratitude. By the time I hurried back to the ceremony grounds, only the unwanted wild boar orc remained. My heart filled with unwillingness, I refused to marry hastily, drawing displeasure from the elders. Just as the tribal elders prepared to force me into a contractual marriage, the blazing fire divine bird descended from the sky, publicly declaring me his destined contract spouse.
She is my destined wife.
I married into the ancient divine realm, floating castle, and became the divine bird princess consort. While my sister wed into the triple feather sacred tribe as she wished, the divine realm. Contrast, my sister remained infertile year after year and was publicly sent back to the spirit fox tribe by her husband's clan, becoming the laughingstock of all beastkind across the divine realm continent. Laid all her resentment onto me.